Hello and welcome back for another Solana price prediction update, and in this video I'll be diving deep into the technical analysis here on the Solana chart, give you my next price targets, and also give you reasons as to why I believe that Solana could get above the $30 mark once more here on the charts. And before I do so, show some love by first giving this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and also check out the channel membership. And at the time of this recording, Solana is holding above a very significant high at around the $26.88 mark, which is also acting as support for us to continue gearing up. We are also holding above the 20-day MA here on the 4-hour chart, which is also acting as support for us to continue gearing up. We have also continued to obey the Elliot structures, and you can see after seeing the low on the 10th of June, we have been seeing higher prices obeying the Elliot structures, where I'm terming this as the formation of that wave 1. Then we saw a breakdown move in the formation of this wave 2. And after seeing the low for that second wave, we saw this massive surge to the upper side in the formation of this wave 3 in a move that has now given us a peak at around the $32 mark. And after seeing the high for that wave 3, we have been seeing a bit of a breakdown move in the formation of this wave 4, and there are high chances that soon we could see a reaction to the upper side in the start of an impulse in the formation of this wave 5. And before I give you minimum target areas for that wave 5 to the upper side, I need to first show you that Solana has fully maximized minimum target areas for the third wave by connecting the trend-based Fibonacci from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1, then dragging the fibs to the low of the second wave, giving me a minimum target area at the fib level 1.618, which is a target area that we have now fully maximized. Managed to break above the fib level 1.618, fully maximized the fib level 2.618, and gave us a high above the fib level that is the fib level 2.618. And since we have a high in place for the formation of that wave 3, we started a breakdown move in the formation of this wave 4 to the lower side, and using the Fibonacci's, connecting them from the low of the second wave to the high of that wave 3, we can get a minimum target area for the fourth wave between the fib level 0.382 and the fib level 0.5. And I can highlight that target area here on the charts like that, which is the area between the $26.02 mark and the $24.08 mark. And you can see that on the charts, we have managed to get into that target area. We saw some long wicks into the target area, and there are chances that Solana might have now given us the low for that fourth wave to the lower side, and soon we are going to see a reaction of the target area and start gearing up impulsively in the formation of this wave 5. And for that movement to play out, we need to first see a break above the high at around the $32 mark in the formation of that wave 3 to confirm to us that we are now getting impulsive in the formation of this wave 5, and giving you minimum target areas for that wave 5 to the upper side by connecting the trend-based Fibonacci from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1, then dragging the fibs to the high of the wave 3. I get a minimum target area at the fib level 0.618, and that is at around the $35.1 mark. And that is the minimum that we can expect that wave 5 to the upper side to do. So there are high chances that the next pump that Solana is going to give us will give us a break above the $32 mark and give us a high at around the $35.1 mark, or maybe above the $35.1 mark. And that is what I'm expecting on the short term. Alternatively, in case we don't see that breakout and maybe we see further weakness, then that would be suggesting that we don't have yet the low for this fourth wave, and we are going to see one more new low in the formation of that wave 4 before we can start gearing up in the formation of that wave 5. And in case such a move plays out, then that would be another perfect entry to get back into Solana, so that we can be able to ride that massive pump in the formation of that wave 5. And that is not financial advice, that is just my opinion. And if I zoom out to also give you my long-term Elliot wave analysis here on the Solana chart, starting from the 10th of June when we had this massive crash, giving us a low at around the $8 mark, we started gearing up impulsively in the formation of this wave 1, giving us a high at around the $26.88 mark. Then afterwards, we saw a breakdown move in the formation of this wave 2, in a move that also fully maximized minimum target areas, which can be given by the Fibonacci's, connecting them from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1, giving me a minimum retracement area between the Fib level 0.5 and the Fib level 0.78, which is an area that we have fully maximized here on the charts. So a reaction of that target area and started gearing up impulsively in the formation of a larger Elliot wave count 3. So whatever we are seeing here on the charts at the moment is the start of an impulse in the formation of this wave 3, where for now I don't want to give you minimum target areas, but all we need to have in mind is that within the formation of that wave 3, we expect to see a 5-wave structure in formation within the formation of that wave 3, having the wave 5 fully maximizing our minimum target areas. And that's the reason as to why you can see that if I zoom in, I had that micro Elliot wave count within the formation of that wave 3, where we can expect the wave 5 to fully maximize minimum target areas for this wave 3. And I can still give you minimum target areas for that third wave by connecting the trend-based Fibonacci from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1, then dragging the fibs to the low of the second wave, giving me a minimum target area at the fib level 1.618, and that is at around the $43.35 mark. So there are high chances that soon, the moment you see a break above the $32 mark and maybe above the $35 mark, then the next target areas here on the Solana chart can be at around the $43.35 mark in the formation of that wave 3. And that is what I'm expecting here on the short term and also on the long term on the Solana chart. Also taking a look at the indicators on the RSI, we are trading at around the 64 mark, fully supporting higher prices. On the MACD, we have been able to print a bullish cross, a bearish cross, suggesting a little bit of further breakdown. So let's be patient and see how that plays out, and I will be keeping you updated.